everyone, today we'll explain you how to calculate a volume of a cone. In this case, first you need to identify some characteristic of cone or the three-dimensional figure which is called cone. In this case we have the radius, which is the base, it's in the base, and remember the radius goes from the center to one point in the circumference. Then we have the altitude that sometimes we call height, the vertex, and the slant height. Now I'm going to give you one example with how to calculate a volume of this cone. We have a radius with 2 inches and the height or altitude with 8 inches. First you need to use the formula to calculate the formula for cone, which is b equal pi times r to the second multiplied by height divided by 3. Then we are going to replace the 2 and the 8. Remember, this is altitude, this is radius, so you replace here in the formula, and then you are going to multiply 2 times 2, 4, and 4 times 8 give us 32. So we have like that, 32, and divided by 3, and we only copy the symbol of pi. Remember, pi is an irrational number that represents 3.14, 15, and we have many infinite decimals after the point. So in this case we are going to use 3.14 to represent the value for pi. And when you replace the pi by 3.14, you're going to multiply 32 times 3.14, and then the answer you are going to divide by 3. And you're gonna have an approximated value of 33.49 inches to the cube power. Now, this is one of the applications of real-world problems with volume of cone, that we have a paper party hat has a height of 6 inches and a radius of 3 inches. How many square feet of polka dot paper will be needed to create this hat? First, we have the paper party hat, this one, and we have the radius is 3 inches and the height is 6 inches. When we have these two informations, we are going to use the formula for a cone. Let's say this one, pi times r to the second multiplied by the height divided by 3. Remember, it's divided by 3 because a cone is like the third part of a cylinder when you divide the cylinder in 3 equal parts. Then we are going to substitute values. The radius here we have, which is 3, and the height or altitude, which is 6. Then you multiply, you solve 3 to the second, which is 9. You multiply by pi and copy the 6. Then you multiply 9 times 6, which is 54 pi over 3. Then you divided 54 divided by 3, which is 18, and it's going to be 18 pi. Then we use the value for pi 3.14, an approximated value, and we are going to have 56.52 inches to the cube power. When you multiply 18 times 3.14, you're gonna have this value. Now the last example is about this ice cream cone. We have a diameter with 5 cm and with a height of 8 cm. Remember, if you have diameter, you need to divide by 2 because we need radius in this case. So we are going to divide the diameter divided by 2, or let's say 5 divided by 2, which is 2.5 to the second power, times h, which is the altitude of this ice cream cone. Then when you find this value, 2.5 to the second is 6.25, and we are going to have, when you multiply 6.25 times 8, you have 50. We copy the pi and we have over 3. Then you can multiply 50 times 3.14, and the answer you divide by 3, and you're going to have a volume, an approximated volume of 52.33